Hello, I'm Robbie Fowler and you're watching Redmen TV.
Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. On a Monday night that saw Jonjo Shelvey draw 2-2 with Jonjo Shelvey at the Liberty Stadium. Yeah, interesting evening for the Dark Lord lookalike himself. Anyway, before we talk about the match, let's open with a Facebook comment. Ryan Wood said, "Thank God it's over." Yeah, have an ulcer after that second half, but still top of the table and undefeated. And right now, that is all that matters. Bring on Southampton. Wise words from Mr. Ryan Woods there. Yeah, you know what? It was another game. Once again, and you know what? The other week it was after the Notts County game, and I said I fucking love football. And you know what? Of course, you fucking love football loads more when you win games. But that game was, you know, we could very easily have thrown that game away today. And people say, well, you know what, when we were winning 2-1, we should have fucking took it. Yeah, of course. But let's not forget we were 1-0 down as well. And we managed to come back and take the lead. So you can look at it from both perspectives. And yeah, it was definitely fucking ulcer time in the second half. But you know what, we held out. A lesser side would have crumbled there. And you know, should we be beating Swansea away from home based on their form so far this season? Yeah, but based on the fact that Swansea City are a good side, nah, no, I don't think it's cut and dry as that. Okay, Fraser Carlton says Aspas is worse than Desena and Jovanovic's love child. What a fucking wretch that baby would be. Poor old Aspas. Yeah, I mean, look, you know, he looks every inch a £7 million player at the minute. The problem is, though, I still don't think we've seen him deployed in a competitive game in his preferred position. I think when Suarez is back, he's very much third choice centre forward. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we'll see more from him as the season progresses. And to be honest, I actually think we will. I think we'll see a lot more from Iago Aspas this season. I think he's the kind of player who might chip in with like between 5 to 10 goals in all competitions across the season. And at the end of the season, we'll be able to judge him and go, you know what, he was a pretty decent buy. Right now, though, he is. I fully agree. He looks fucking abysmal. And losing Coutinho, you know, turned the game for us. He looked so composed and controlled. He wasn't having a particularly great game, and I don't think he's necessarily had a great game this season, but he's a threat, and he's a potential threat. He's the kind of player that opposition teams have to sort of worry about, and I don't think anyone worries about Iago Aspas. He just looks lightweight at the minute, and the ball didn't stick, and he was the antithesis of what Coutinho was offering. He was buzzing about and all that, but no, I don't want to write him off, because we've seen players we've written off time and time again come back and prove themselves very valuable Liverpool players. Jordan Henderson, I heart Jordan, and Lucas Leiva. I also heart Lucas, but you know, Aspas was pretty bad when he came on. Rajiv Anand another one, pathetic. Saka has not lived up to the hype. Skirtle deserves to be the second spot in centre back. Once Tino left the pitch, we stopped playing. Why do we have 11 players when we just want to defend? Disappointed. To put it in one word, we were shelved. All right, why aren't you there, dickhead? The fucking Sacco thing does my tits in, because I mean, I watched it on the telly like most people. I wasn't at the stadium, but I had the beauty of not being able to listen to the commentary. So maybe they were just lambasting him, and maybe they nailed him at half time or whatever. You know, for me, Sacco, he looked a fucking beast. And yes, okay, you know, he was caught out of position a couple of times. Someone said, well, that's criminal for a centre half. And you know what? If that's your opinion, I can sort of see that. Fair play. But I don't see any point in just focusing on the negatives of a player in his first game. Shouldn't have been playing tonight. Daniel Agger should have played tonight. And the fact is, if Daniel Agger's injured, we've signed him as a left-footed centre-half. He is therefore next in line. He should be going in there. Martin Skirtle can't play left-sided centre-half. Maybe Toure, can do it, but that's not the, you know. I thought the decision to play Skirtle and Saka, I was very excited by that. And I saw some just brilliance from Saka. His composure, his touch, is just out of this world, and he is he's dominant in the air. I can't wait to see him really get in and have a proper training and get used to inducted to the Premier League and not throw himself in two-footed quite as much. But when you consider, like, we had Coates last season, who I've said before has got the soul of a poet, Saka looks boss, and I think he's going to be a great centre-half for this football club. So anyone looking to jump on his back after today's performance, literally wind your neck in. dickheads. Yeah, we got Shelvey, and yeah, Skirtle was magnificent, so I do agree with that. So Rajiv, I apologise for calling you a dickhead. You're not a dickhead, just about the tackle thing. Okay, Scott Ogilvy. I heard Sacco means liability in French. No, not having that. No, I'm not gonna jump to any more defence of Sacco. Just give it time. Give it time. He looks a fucking monster to me. Anyway, let us know your thoughts on Sacco and that. Let's look at Liverpool in the general terms. Daniel Sturridge did very well to take his goal. Jonjo Shelvey has got to be man of the match. What a magnificent all-round performance. And look, give the lad credit, because I tweeted at half-time, we're going to see the genuine measure of his character here, because he literally could have just, you know, walked out the second half, crunched someone, got sent off, or scored an Oggy, or whatever, and that would have been Jonjo Shelvey done. But you know what? He's done himself loads of favours there, and he's got a talent. He's got loads of talent. And I can't begrudge him. You know what? I liked Jonjo Shelvey for the most part when he was at Liverpool. So fair play to him. I think he had a good game, and you know, for both sides, ultimately. Yeah, I think the mistakes, not mistakes, losing Coutinho changed the game for us. We had a very makeshift back four. Let's not forget that Anthony Wisdom is young. I think he's going to be a quality player, but he looked a weak link in that side today. And I think if he hadn't picked up the booking, I think he'd have stayed on. I think Colo Torre right back was a massive mistake. I think basically we just gifted them the left-hand side, and that's where all the danger came from. Routledge became such a threat, and he shouldn't be a threat. He's fast, but he's got nothing else. If he had anything else, he wouldn't have been getting booted around Championship and lower league and low-end Premier League clubs for the entirety of his career. So yeah, I think we got that wrong. But Iago Aspas did nothing to replace him. So a good performance. Yeah, would you take a draw? Definitely. Would you take 10 points out of 12? Fucking A. Right. So I think that's the way we've got to look at it. Liverpool are top of the fucking league. Let's cheer the fuck up about it, eh? So yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go because I've got to stop. I've been working all day. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Do tune in to the Subscriber Show on Wednesday night this week. We will be looking at this game in far more detail than I'm able to cover. We're going to be doing 45 minutes on the Final Word Show on the redmentv.com, so check that out. Free for a month, as well as 200 hours of back catalogue, and Thursday show and Friday show as well, which promises to be magnificent, and also an exclusive for the Redmen TV. We're going to be previewing and reviewing Pro Evolution Soccer 2014 when it comes out on Friday, so do check that out. If you're FIFA fans, fucking Pro Evo shit. Have you played it? No, I have. Watch the review on Friday, and don't worry, FIFA boys, chill your fucking beans. We'll be reviewing FIFA next week, so do tune in for that as well. That'll be on youtube.com/the Redmen TV, and of course redmentv.com. Anyway, thank you very much. Keep your fucking heads off. We are fucking top of the league. Thank you very much, and good night. Ta-ra.